So this whole thing is going to be equal to p power 4 plus q power 4 times p plus q, because you take out the p power 4, and then you will have another one which is you have another one, and which is p plus q, and then this you can simplify, and this here you also can simplify, which is I will show you another method of finding the sum of roots of these two roots. So here's the thing. Did you see the term p power 5 and q power 5? This tells us what? This tells us that we can actually make the p power 5 plus q power 5 in form of p plus q bracket with power 5 minus some expression in order to get p power 5 plus q power 5. So here's the thing. So what is the expansion of p plus q bracket power 5? So p plus q bracket power 5 is going to be equal to p to the power of 5 plus 5p power 4 q plus 10p power p q square plus 10 times p square q cube plus 5p q power 4 plus q to the power 5. So we will just take this 1, 2, 3, 4 terms to the other side in order to get the p power 5 plus q power 5. So this whole thing is equal to p plus q power 5 minus 5p power 4 q minus 10p q square minus 10p square q minus 5p q power 4, and then we plus p power 4 q plus p q power 4, and then what we can see is this and this term we can simplify with these two terms. So this term we can simplify because we got the like term, which is p power 4 times q, and then here also we got the like term, which is p times q power 4. So we just combine these two terms, and then combine these two terms, which is equal to p plus q power 5 minus 4p power 4 times q minus 4p q power 4, and then minus 10p q square minus 10p square q. So, and then we are going to simplify this further. So we have p q and q square, p square and q cube, and we got the 10. So we will simplify these two terms and these two terms individually. So this whole thing is equal to p plus q power 5. Now the negative we can factorize out. We can factorize the 4 as well. We can factorize the p, and we can factorize the q. So the remaining term for this is p cube plus the q cube. And then for here, negative we can factorize out as well as 10, and then we can factorize p square and then q square. Because I like this directly is because p square and q square we can also simplify as p times q bracket square, right? And then I will have, and then since we factorize the negative 10 pq bracket square, well, the remaining term for here is going to be the p, and then the remaining term for here is going to be plus q. And then this we have already done in the previous one, so which is equal to p plus q power 5 minus 4 pq times p plus q bracket q minus 3 p square q minus 3 p q square, and then close bracket it up, and then we are going to minus here, so I will write it here, which so minus 10 p q bracket square times p plus q, and then we can still simplify here, so we can still simplify here. So I will have equal to p plus q power of 5 minus 4 p q minus p plus q bracket of 3 minus 3, and then we can factorize the pq out, so pq times p square plus no, not p square, so p plus q minus 10 pq bracket square times p plus q. So here is the form where we can actually plug in the p plus q and the pq, and remember the p plus q is equal to 3 and pq is equal to negative 3 over 2. So what we can do is, since we already make the expression in form of in terms of p plus q and pq, we can just directly plug the sum and the product of the value of sum and the product of roots inside this expression. So this whole thing is equal to 3 power 5 minus 4 times negative 3 over 2 times 3 cubed minus 3 times negative 3 over 2 times 3 minus 10 times negative 3 over 2 square times 3, and then we can finally simplify this thing. So let's just double check that if we got something wrong, and then I don't think we get. So 3 power of 5, that's equal to 243 minus not minus anymore because negative distribute, I have plus, so this is equal to 6 times 27 plus, is it plus? Yeah, it's plus 27 over 2, which is 81 over 2 minus 270 over 2, and then 3 times 81, that's 243, and then we times 2 again, so 243 times 2, that's 486. So 486 minus 270 over 2. Wait guys, sorry, this is not 270 over 2, it should be 270 over 4, so which is equal to 837 over 2. So even though the method is different, but we will still get the same answer. So now I will talk about another method to find the value of the product of roots of these roots. So here's how we're going to solve. Now we got p power 5 and p power 4, right? Which means we can kind of factorize p power 4 out. At the same time, we have p times q power 4. So this, the highest power here is q power 4, and we have q power 5. So we can factorize the q power 4 as well. So this whole thing is going to be equal to p power 4 plus q power 4 times p plus q, because you take out the p power 4, and then you will have another one which is you have another one, and which is p plus q, and then this you can simplify, and this here you also can simplify, which is p q bracket power 4 times p plus q bracket square, and then plug in the value of p plus q equal to 3 and p q equal to negative 3 over 2, which is equal to negative 3 over 2 power of 4 times 3 square, which is equal to 729 over 16. So we still get the same result, even though the method, or you can say the way we calculate, is different. So this is the final step. Since we already got the sum of root and the product of root of these two, of these following roots, we can finally have the form the quadratic equation. So the quadratic equation is going to be x squared minus 837 over 2 times x plus 729 over 16 is equal to 0. Multiply 16, I will have 16x squared minus, so I will have 16x squared minus 6,696x plus 729 equal to 0, and this is our answer. And this is a very complex, so that's why I am going to separate these two videos. Oh my god, this is insanely difficult, because you have to do some extreme algebra. You gotta have a good algebra skill in order to solve this question. Now comment down below if I do anything wrong about my calculation, and this thing turned out pretty cool and pretty insane, because all of this calculation is not easy to produce such that you will get a good result. And as always, if you guys enjoy or like this video, leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos, especially creating this crazy question like this. And I will see you guys next time.